At Vohra method, we don't allow you to use calculators for almost any problem. And there's two reasons for that. The first is kind of obvious. Algebra is built on arithmetic. Look at this example here. I have 1 over a plus 3 over b. In order to be able to do that, you're probably going to need to know how to do something like, 1/2 plus 1/3 first. If you don't know how to do 1/2 plus 1/3 by hand, it's unlikely you're going to really be able to do 1 over a plus 3 over b by hand. Not really do it and understand it. Maybe you'll memorize something silly, but you won't really know how to do it. The patterns, the mental patterns that you build through arithmetic, that's math with numbers, those patterns are what you're going to use to do algebra, math with letters. But that's not actually the biggest reason. The biggest reason that we don't allow calculator use is not really about that. It's about efficiency. I'm going to give an example here. Suppose you have this problem. Let's say you have a squared minus b squared equals, say, 10. And say you have a plus b equals 5. And the question says a minus b equals what? Now, let's say that you have a calculator with you. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to start plugging in numbers for a and b. You're going to sit there and plug in numbers, and you're going to try to find something that works. And it's going to take you a long, long, long time, and you might not ever get it. That's what happens when you have a calculator. The calculator leads you down an inefficient path of guessing numbers. Calculators always do that because it's not annoying to multiply and divide on a calculator. It's not annoying to do arithmetic on a calculator. It is annoying to do arithmetic by hand, and that's actually good because we don't want you to do too much arithmetic. We want you to be efficient. We want you to do your math in fewer steps, not in more steps. And you also want yourself to do your math in fewer steps because it's faster, it's easier, it's more accurate. Now, in this problem, if you don't have a calculator, you're not going to just sit around plugging in numbers for a and b. Eventually it would just be too annoying to continue with something like that. You might do it a little bit, but at some point you're going to say, all right, this is silly. Let me see if I can do something better. And then you might notice that this thing over here that I just circled, you might notice that you can factor that and then take it from there. And I'll just show you how simple and elegant that solution is. Equals 10. I realize that a plus b equals 5, so I'm just going to put a 5 in there, and then I divide both sides by 5, and I get a minus b equals 2. Now, if you didn't follow all that, don't worry about it. The point that you need to see is that if you don't have a calculator, if you don't have the option of doing stupid things like just plugging in numbers like some kind of a drunk's wasting his last dollar on a lottery ticket where he's just picking numbers and hoping for the best, if you don't have the option of using the calculator to do inefficient and silly things, then your mind is going to start putting its energy into looking for efficient, fast, easy, elegant solutions. And that's what we want. The fast, easy, elegant solutions are what leads to success in SAT math and regular math and any kind of math that you're doing. That's where it's going to come from. So if you have a calculator, get rid of it. If you have a calculator on your computer, don't use it. Get rid of those. They're not going to help you. They might make you feel comfortable, but it's going to waste your time. It's going to make your training take longer. It's going to get you a lower score at the end of all this. The number one thing you can do to make yourself have a higher level of math success is to get rid of your calculator. Whenever you've gotten rid of your calculator, let your teacher know.